Hey guys, it's Russell back, and on today's video I'm going to be continuing our Amazon Soap Fest. I'm going to be testing and reviewing McKees 37 Power Wash. If you remember back, I don't know, maybe 10 tests ago, I did McKees' other car soap. This one is very similar as far as the label is concerned. Let me read you this. McKees 37 Power Wash is an ultra concentrated gloss enhancing wash that removes dirt and road grime, while depositing a super glossy, slick layer of real wax protection. Well, apparently, there's a guy in here that's going to wax your car for you. I'm not even going to get into the whole wax while you wash type of thing. I'm going to do a separate video addressing that. Just know that if you really want a layer of protection on your car, you need to do it properly. Washing with car soaps that have wax in them is not a substitute for a proper wax or sealant. With that being said, that's all I'll say about that. I would say probably that the McKees products are positioned maybe mid-tier or so with most of the Amazon soaps. The dilution ratio is a little different. It says they want you to use 2 ounces in your foam gun or 2 to 3 ounces in 5 gallons of water. Most of our Amazon soaps take 1 ounce to 1 gallon. So this is a little bit more concentrated. We're going to be using our MTM submachine gun style foamer for the foam portion of the test as normal. I'll be using 2 ounces of McKees and 10 ounces of warm water. Then we'll move to our bucket portion of the test, where I'll be using 3 ounces of McKees and 3 gallons of water. It's about 55 degrees outside. It's a beautiful day. There's not much wind, just a slight breeze, and it's sunny. So pretty good conditions for our test, about normal. The temperatures are about where they should be for this time of year. I'm shooting this March the 4th. So this is the second video car review test I've shot today. So hopefully you guys, I'm going to be able to start putting out more than just 1 a week. My goal is to do 2 a week for the interim, but I don't know if that's going to work out. I do shoot these about a month in advance due to weather, because sometimes I can't shoot these. You know what? Enough talking. Russell, shut up. Let's go outside and see what the McKees can do. All right, so this thing got super dirty. This is the 2012 Honda that we did the hood buffing video on. Yeah. All right, so I've got 2 ounces of our McKees and 10 ounces of warm water. Let's see how this foams. All right, so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. This foam comes out super thick. It is starting to run just a little bit, but it's comprised mostly of small and medium cells, and it does have a little bit of lubrication in the foam itself. All right, so I'm gonna let this sit here for 6 minutes. We'll come back and see how much of the McKees is left on the surface. All right, guys, so here we are back 6 minutes later, and we're looking at about probably 65 to 70% left on the hood and the front. And on the side, maybe, I don't know, 20% at the most. This is the sun side, so it's drying. So let's go ahead and rinse this off and see if it removes any of our Adams paint sealant that's on the hood and how it does on our non-bonded contaminants. Alright, so as we can see, the McKees did not hurt our Adams liquid paint sealant whatsoever, which is good. It seemed to do a nice job on the non-bonded contaminants. Of course, as we expected, it's not going to really do anything on the bonded contaminants, like where I made the mark on the wheel. But it did a fairly nice job on the rest of the car on the non-bonded contaminants. So next I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up and see what kind of foamage we get out of the bucket. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the bucket portion of our test with our McKees. I'm going to put 3 ounces in our bucket, which is approximately 3 gallons of water. Now this is a fairly viscous car soap. It is a extreme, probably I would say a sea blue color, and it smells, I don't know, maybe like bubblicious, bubble gum. Now, as you can probably see, the majority of the soap is sitting on the bottom, as well it should, with it being that viscous. This stuff is tenacious. Not really any lubrication yet on the water, so I'm going to get the pressure washer. We will agitate this and see what kind of foam we get. Okay, so it looks like the majority of this is medium cell bubbles. They are starting to break down a little rapidly, but there is a lot of lubrication. This feels like somebody dumped motor oil in here, which is really, really good. So we're going to go ahead and get our 4 wash mitts set up, do a hand wash on the car, and see how it does in this application. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and give my review of the McKees. I think as a foam, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I think it did a fairly good job on the non-bonded contaminants. And I'm also going to give it a 7 as a hand wash. It did a pretty good job on that. I think it's above average wash. I wish it had a little bit more lubrication in the wash mitt. It kind of dissipates a little bit. It's one thing to have it in the bucket, but when it's actually in the wash mitt itself, that's where you really want the staying power of the lubrication. So perhaps maybe putting an extra ounce in there would help that. But as it stands, I'm going to give it a 7 on both the foam and the hand wash. I'm going to put a link in the description box where you can get this from Amazon if you would like to try it. I think it's a good solid soap. And guys, I will see you on the next video.